I got tape if you need it. I got tape if you need it.
It's not in the way. It's pretty tough. It's the gun.
Oh, no, it's going to be a great news. That's what
Okay.
How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. You said about there, if you don't think you consider.
I'm sleeping. Okay. We didn't have our meeting until $8. I bet it is. Okay. This is all.
You need another
Is that
cable?
where you have a longer cord?
I did.
Yeah, I'll get a long cord.
Maybe it'll work. I've never had any for it work. Let's see.
You don't have to like stand. Yeah.
So great. This is the table and whatnot. Perfect. Perfect. Let's go and try here.
What are you talking about? I know what they were talking about, bro. But that's the only thing I can think of. Is if they don't want it. I just send somebody over. Which, think about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's so much easier. see that mic? See that 3040 mic bar? Pump it up with that mic.
Do y'all need a mic check? I'll go up.
Like sit in on it.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check.
They told me the basics, but. So you think that will start and just make your face?
Do you need a mic check? Does she need a mic check? Mic check, mic check, mic check. Okay.
Thank you.
Now, what I would do for that, I would probably keep it out right there when I'm speaking. Because that way, if you post it, you can always write it up and post it. Good to go. You're welcome. Tell them I need to teach y'all what to do. Can you see me on here like that, please?
Well, they do teach us, but it's just
We're teaching you so we figure it out.
that, yeah, they didn't
Go with
go into depth, I guess. And we also didn't get paid very long. So, we were paid about, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Mic check, mic check.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming. We're going to get started in a few minutes, so if you wouldn't mind finding your seat, and we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you.
Do you have room for me to squeeze in? Thank y'all very much.
We would like to thank everyone who has come out and joined us here at Oakland High School. We'd also like to thank Senator Reed and his staff for thanking Oakland High School to host today's event. We take pride in our facilities here at Oakland and enjoy sharing them whenever possible. We'd also like to thank and welcome all of our local and state leaders present today and say thank you for your continued support of Oakland High School. At this time, I'll turn today's program over to Senator Reed.
Well, thank you all for being here today. We've got a great crowd of folks and some very exciting things to talk about. So we're going to introduce quite a few folks. I want everybody that's here to be able to be recognized. We've got some great speakers that you're going to hear from in just a moment that are on the podium with me. We've got some state officials as well as local officials that are here. And so what I'd like to do, if I can, is just run through a list of folks that are on my list. If I miss somebody, I'm sorry. We'll do the best we can. But folks that I want you to know have been engaged and involved in this process. So I'm going to do that to get us started, and then I'm going to move into an explanation phase of trying to explain what's going on today and why it is so exciting for Walker County, Fayette County, and Tuscaloosa counties. First off, we've got council members from the city of Carbon Hill that are here, and I would say hold your applause, but that never works. So you clap anytime you want to, but we'll run through this list of folks that are with us today. Friends from the city of Carbon Hill. We've got friends from the city of Jasper. I think I saw the mayor and council member earlier. From the city of Fayette, saw the mayor from the city of Fayette. Also from Fayette County, I think the probate judge is with us, and I appreciate them coming. Also, I saw the mayor of the city of Dora, who is with us today. Also, economic development and the mayor from the city of Cordova. I think some council members that are here from Cordova as well. Our friends at the Walker Area Community Foundation. I saw Jim Trotter and others that are a part of that organization. Members of the Walker County Commission. We've got several commissioners and the chairman, Steve Miller, that are with us today, and we appreciate those commissioners being a part. David Knight, Economic Development with Walker County Industrial Development Authority. I saw Dennis Willingham and staff from the Walker County Schools. The superintendent, thank you for being with us today. We've got the mayor of Northport is with us today, and also the city administrator. And I appreciate so much, John, you being here with us today, and thank you for being a part. Also, let me mention we've got the fire chief from Oakman, and there are other folks associated with first responders that are here from different cities in the community. I see the director of the EMA in the back of the room here for Walker County, and I appreciate Regina and what she does and what she did to help us in the midst of this crisis that I'm going to talk about that we're hopefully working on solving today. Also, Mayor Franks, you're going to hear from in a moment. I'll get the opportunity to introduce him. Also, Mayor Cagle, and they're going to be town council members that are here from both Oakman and Parish, as well as the town clerks are here today. Also, Kelly from Senator Britt's office. Kelly, thank you so much. There you are. Thank you so much. Tell Senator Britt we appreciate so much her help and for her being here with us today. Also, DeAndre Wright and Kelly Gant, who are with Warrior Met Coal. I'm going to mention them in a moment, but they're with us today, and I see them right there. I appreciate so much them being here today. They brought a big checkbook with them today that I'm going to talk about in a minute, which is going to be really important to what we're doing, and so we're so thankful and appreciative of their engagement. Also, Principal Wade and staff from Oakman High School. Principal, thank you again for your hospitality. Chris Lawson, who's Deputy Chief of Staff for Robert Adderholt. Chris, thank you for being with us today. Robert Adderholt was so engaged and involved in what all happened for this program. We'll get to introduce him again for a couple of comments, but Director Boswell, thank you for representing Governor Ivey and your office at ADECA for being here with us today. My colleagues, who I put right down here in the front, Tim Wadsworth, Matt Woods and Brian Grignard. These are the House members that are impacted and affected by what's going on in Walker County, North Tuscaloosa County, and Fayette counties. And these gentlemen were my partners as we moved through all of the excitement of what we're going to talk about today. I appreciate the working relationship that I have with them, their friendship. I want them to just stand up and be recognized. Not that they're more important than anybody here, but they're more important than anybody here. I appreciate these three gentlemen. And fellas, let us give you a round of applause. I appreciate your engagement and involvement in what all we're doing today. Also, we've got folks representing Tuscaloosa County. The EDA, I saw Max earlier who is here, and I appreciate him representing all of the exciting things that are going on in Tuscaloosa County. I did not see him earlier. He may be out working today. But Mr. Canada, who is the fellow that runs the Oatman and Parish water system, who has been a partner to me as we've moved through this whole process. All of the staff for water, sewer related to Jasper, related to Parish, Oatman, those in Berry, different areas around North Tuscaloosa County, folks that were engaged in the midst of what was a crisis that allowed us to be where we are today to make these exciting announcements. A lot of folks to thank, so if I missed you, I love you, and we'll if you want to raise your hand, I'll call on you. That normally doesn't work either. But let me say also, my wife Mitzi is with me today, right here on the front row. She doesn't always get to go with me, but she's with me today. So I'm excited that she is here, and so appreciate all of her help and support. Okay, why are we here? Why is this so important? Okay. In the beginning of 2024, portions of Walker, Fayette, Tuscaloosa counties experienced extended periods of drought and also super cold conditions, freezing conditions. You all remember when that happened in our state, and it impacted this community significantly. Because of these two weather conditions taking place at the same time, a prolonged period, this was an incredible strain on the water systems, the infrastructure, water tank capacity, and reserve tank capacity in these areas for these water systems. This directly impacted citizens, their availability to have water every day to drink and cook with and take a shower. Some people throughout the region faced water outages or a shortage of water for 16 days. Now let that sink in for just a minute, because some of those folks are here today. They didn't have any access to water. They were living off of a bottled water opportunity for everything they did in their life for 16 days. And nobody wanted it to be that way. It wasn't anybody's fault. It was just a crisis that occurred because the infrastructure was not significant enough to accomplish what needed to be accomplished. These events spurred action. Action at the governor's office, action in my office, action in the office of these three gentlemen who serve these areas in the delegation. So many elected officials in these communities engaged. There was a lot of phone calls going on. What are we going to do to help these people? Everybody was so concerned, and it spurred action that we're going to see today as a result of working together. Collaboration, relationships matter. Working together collaboratively, we're in a position today with federal, state, and local officials to announce work that we've done, work that we will do to be able to make sure that what happened in this community never happens again. And you see the placards here around. We're going to announce today $6.7 million in grant projects and programs that are going to revolutionize the infrastructure needs for communities that are served in Fayette, Walker, and Tuscaloosa counties. So let me break that down for you a little bit, and then we're going to hear from Director Boswell. First off, ADECA worked with ARC, worked with Representative Aderholt's office in D.C., Senator Britt's office, to be able to pull together a focus of Appalachian regional grants that were going to total $1 million, and they had to be a match for this initial grant that the Oakman water system did not have the money, nor the city of Oakman, to be able to match. So Warrior Met Coal stepped up and stepped in because, as many of you are well aware, Warrior Met Coal has just invested $1 billion in a new mine project that is a rock's throw from where we are right here, that is going to employ 500 folks or more once it's operational, which is going to be in the coming months. They're going to need water, and they want it from the Oakman water system. Oakman is now going to be able to help provide that. And so Warrior Met Coal stepped up and said, we'll cover the $500,000 grant match that is required. So I just want to say a public thank you to Warrior Met Coal on behalf of Walker County, Fayette County, Tuscaloosa counties for being willing as an economic partner and a partner in growing this community and providing high-paying jobs for our people. They're going to need resources and infrastructure, and they were willing to put their money where their mouth was in being able to step up and offer success for this outcome in this program. And so I'm appreciative of their engagement. Also, we began the process with my colleagues down here of leaning in hot on the folks at ADEM, okay? They had money from ARPA. Y'all remember the ARPA funds that came from the federal government? The state of Alabama allocated hundreds of millions of those dollars to be used in water and sewer infrastructure throughout Alabama. What better use of those resources than right here in Walker, Fayette, and Tuscaloosa counties, okay? So we leaned in hot on the folks at ADEM, wound up with a drinking water and wastewater project agreement with Oakman that is going to be $1.5 million, okay? Then we kept working with the ADEM folks in regards to a parish opportunity that was going to be parish water and sewer that was backed up by an SRF application grant fund that's going to be in a form of a loan. This is going to total two sections, $1.757 million and $600,000. Then ADEM is going to add to the parish number 2 opportunity to be able to have $1.647 million, and then another MAC that's going to be under this loan program that is going to be $250,000. You add all that up, and that gets us to the total today that we're announcing in grant money and match programs that is going to be $6.7 million to address the problems and issues and promote economic growth and opportunity for South Walker County, North Tuscaloosa County, and Fayette County. And that's the announcement that we have today. I could not be any more excited about what we're doing. Look, when you're involved in public service, the number one best thing you get to do is serve. And when people have a crisis, when they have a problem, when they have a challenge in their community, when you're the elected official, as many of you are, or you serve as an appointed official, or you're engaged and involved in serving your community, it is such a privilege to be able to step up and step out to say, we can help. We can help fix this. There are opportunities and resources available to get the job done. And so with a collaborative effort, so much working together, we've been able to pull it off. And this is going to make a generational change in these communities with this kind of resource for the infrastructure that's going to be required for them to accomplish what they want to accomplish in the future. So, with that, as your senator representing these communities, working with my legislative colleagues who have been so important in this process, all of those that you will hear from today in this process of getting to the point where we are. And as Senate President, I could not be any more pleased with what we have to announce today. So with that, let me take this opportunity to introduce my friend, as I made a joke earlier, the man that carries the governor's checkbook, my great friend from ADECA, Director Kenneth Boswell. Director, come say hello.
Good morning, Oakman. Senator Reed, thank you so much for inviting me to be here at this momentous occasion. To the mayors, let me tell you something. I bet you that 16 days felt like 16 years. Been there, got new t-shirts, and they don't wear them. To our representatives, our legislative representatives, Senator Reid, ladies and gentlemen, I know y'all already know these. There's a horsepower sitting up around here. And when he said he leaned in hot, that's an understatement. When he gets behind something and these men get behind things, they can move a mountain, believe you me. But it is great to be here on behalf of my boss, Governor Kay Ivey. She is one of the things that she has continuously done from day one, from taking over office, is that she has a genuine concern for the citizens of this state. When you hurt, she hurts. And she wants to do everything possible from the state's level to make sure that we are there to help. You know, from the perspective of cobbling things together, you won't find a better group of people that knows how to put a team and put a deal together. But, you know, to be a part of this announcement, $500,000 for Parrish's water system to be connected to Oakland, and then $500,000 for Jasper to be connected to Oakland. Create that redundancy, create that resilience. And you know what? To help an industry out along the way, that's a kicker right there. So pleased to be here, pleased to help, and as always, Senator, and to the legislators here out in the audience, always ready to help. Thank you.
Thank you, Director. We appreciate you so much. Kenneth has done a great job in representing the governor, and he and I have been good friends, and I appreciate so much his willingness to help our communities. Not just in this instance, but on and on and on. As many of you are shaking your heads, you know that Kenneth has been right there to be helpful and supportive with things that are important to us in our communities. Now we're going to hear from some folks that lived it, on the ground with it. As the director said, 16 days that we don't have any water. It's tough, but they were leaders in their communities, and they did what was required to be able to help move it forward. So at this point, I want to introduce the mayor of the city of Oakland, Mayor Franks. Mayor, come speak to us.
Good afternoon, Senator Reid, Director Boswell, Dr. Wade, Mayor Cagle, our state representatives, all the mayor, council, and county representatives we have here today. Thank you guys for coming. I first want to thank Senator Reid and Director Boswell and our state representatives for all the hard work that they put in for us here in this county. Those 16 days was rough without water. I really felt for the people, but we all came together, worked together, and was able to get some things done that I'm very proud of. Oftentimes in rural communities throughout the 67 counties, it's easy to feel forgotten because you don't have the means to do the things that other cities are able to do. But I'm a benefactor to the things that they've been able to do for us here in Montgomery, being a small rural community in Alabama. So I'm very thankful for the government that we have to lean on oftentimes to get the resources that we need. And they really showed up during this event. It was a tough event that we had to deal with. But I'm thankful that we have the leadership that we do have in Montgomery, the governor's office, and Senator Reid and our local representatives, Mr. Wadsworth and Woods. I do thank you guys for all the hard work that you guys do for us here. It's one of those things that I always say, when one community wins locally, we all win. We all benefit from the successes of others. So I'm just glad that we have the representation that we do have and the hard workers that we do have that help us along the way. So again, thank you guys for coming. Have a good day.
Thank you, Mayor, so much for your commitment to your community and for being with us today. Next, we're going to hear from another mayor in the city of Parrish, Mayor Cagle. Come and speak to us, sir.
start out with just thanking everyone for being here today. We just really appreciate it. On behalf of the town of Parrish, I just want to thank everyone. Start out thanking Senator Reed and Director Boswell, and as well as all their staff. Mr. Wade also for hosting us and Ms. Carson today. Our legislators, Representative Woods and Wadsworth. We know we couldn't do this without you. And anytime that small towns and communities, rural communities like Oatman and Parrish are able to receive some funding, it's a great day for us. And we know that without funds from sources like these, it would be hard for us to progress and advance. And we're just really thankful, and we're excited about progress and get some things done around here in this part of Walker County. And like I said again, thank you everybody that came out from different parts of the county, and we just look forward to a lot of you we already worked with, and working with you more going forward. And as Corey said, one town or one place in this county wins, we all win. And I think we can continue to develop that mindset. And a lot of us already work together and just continue to collaborate. And like I said, I want special thanks to Cecil Canada. He's the Parish Water and Sewer Manager, and the Water Board down there for all their hard work. I was thinking about on the way up here, you hear the saying that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, I was thinking, well, it takes a village to get some grant funding, So it took a lot of people, a lot of sweat, a lot of work, and we're just very, very thankful, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, thank you again for being here today. I want to thank these gentlemen for being with us, especially Director Boswell and his representation of the governor. Again, my colleagues who are with us today, and for their hard work and engagement in both Fayette County with Representative Brinyark, and then my two colleagues that represent also in Tuscaloosa County, Representative Brinyark, and then my two colleagues that represent Woods and Wadsworth here in Walker County. So all of the mayors that are here, thank you all for your engagement. All of the other members that I called out earlier that are here, I just want to say thanks again for your willingness to be a part of not only the program today, but your willingness to serve and be a part in your community, be able to offer service to those that are in your town or in your community or in your county or in your sphere of influence. Always important. It's a privilege for me to serve. Thank you again for being here today. I'll say to our friends in the media, we're going to be available if you guys want to have some conversation with us, with the legislative delegation, any of these folks, as well as other mayors and commissioners and others that are in the audience. They're going to be available to you. So y'all let us know what you'd have us to do. With that, ladies and gentlemen, God bless you. Thank you so much for being with us in Oakland today. Have a great day.
Yeah, if y'all would, if it's easier for y'all to move this way too, whatever y'all think's best.
Work.
So that's what we're going to come out.
Okay.